The fight to reclaim our streets and communities from the grip of criminal elements has just recorded a massive victory in the southeast, specifically in Enugu State. For a long time, residents and travelers have expressed deep concerns about certain dark spots that serve as safe havens for individuals with questionable characters. However, the narrative is rapidly changing, and the authorities are sending a very clear and uncompromising message that there will be no hiding place for anyone involved in unlawful activities. In a highly coordinated and precise operation that caught many by surprise, the Enugu State Police Command has successfully raided several identified criminal hideouts, sweeping up multiple suspects and recovering dangerous items that were meant to cause harm to innocent citizens. This was not just a random patrol, it was a targeted strike based on solid, actionable intelligence gathered by some of the most dedicated officers in the state. To fully understand the impact of this successful raid, we have to look at the specific location where it took place. The operation was focused on the Four Corners area of the Ozalla community, located perfectly within the Nkanu West local government area of Enugu State. If you are familiar with Enugu, you will know that the Four Corners axis is a very strategic junction and a major transit route that connects different parts of the state and even neighboring states. Because of its bustling nature and the high volume of human and vehicular movement, it has unfortunately become an attractive spot for criminal elements who want to blend in with the crowd, set up their illicit operations, and monitor the movement of potential victims. Recognizing this growing threat, the Enugu State Police Command decided it was time to clean up the area completely. The major move happened early this week. While most law-abiding citizens were still in their beds, sleeping peacefully, operatives attached to the command's crack tactical squad were already on the move. These tactical officers are specially trained for high-risk environments and sudden raids. Acting on credible and meticulously gathered intelligence, they descended on the identified criminal hotspots around the Four Corners area. The element of surprise was highly effective because they completely surrounded the hideouts before the occupants even knew what was happening. By the time the dust settled, the police had successfully apprehended a total of 15 suspects. Interestingly, this group was not just made up of men. The breakdown provided by the authorities revealed that 9 males and 6 females were arrested during the early morning sweep. The presence of that many females in a suspected criminal hideout highlights a growing and concerning trend where women are actively used to run logistics, hide dangerous items, or provide cover for illicit operations. Before we look closely at the dangerous items the police recovered from these suspects and the strong directives issued by the Commissioner of Police, I want to take a quick moment to ask for your support. If you believe in the importance of a safe and secure society and you appreciate the daily sacrifices our security operatives make to keep us safe, please go ahead and click the like button on this video right now. It goes a long way in helping us share these vital updates with more people across the country. And if you are watching our updates and haven't joined our community yet, please hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you never miss out on the most accurate and straightforward news happening around you. When the crack tactical squad moved in and secured the suspects, they immediately commenced a thorough search of the premises. Criminal hideouts are notorious for concealing evidence, but the officers knew exactly what to look for. During the search, the police recovered 2 large polythene bags completely filled with dried weed that is highly suspected to be Indian hemp. The circulation of such illicit substances is a major driver of crime in our communities, fueling erratic behavior and empowering young people to commit offenses they would normally avoid. But the discoveries did not stop at illicit substances. As the officers expanded their search around the perimeter of the hideout, they uncovered something even more dangerous, a locally fabricated pistol that was already loaded with 1 live cartridge ready to be fired. The recovery of this firearm is a massive win because even a single locally made gun in the wrong hands can be used to terrorize an entire neighborhood, carry out highway robberies along the Four Corners route, or cause the tragic loss of innocent lives. The police public relations officer for the Enugu State Command, SP Daniel Ndukwe, officially addressed the public regarding the outcome of this raid. He made it very clear that the police are not just locking people up without due process. According to his official statement, the 15 suspects are currently undergoing a very rigorous and thorough screening. This screening is designed to determine the exact level of involvement of every single person arrested. The police are aware that sometimes innocent people might be caught in the web of a raid simply by being in the wrong place at the wrong time. SP Ndukwe assured the public that any of the suspects found to be totally innocent and not culpable of any crime will be unconditionally released. However, he was equally stern in stating that those who are found guilty of criminal activities, whether it involves the possession of the illicit substances or the loaded firearm, will be comprehensively investigated and prosecuted in accordance with the laws of the land. This successful raid is part of a much larger and aggressive crime-fighting strategy recently launched across the state. The Commissioner of Police in Enugu State, CP Maman Bitrus-Giwa, has completely drawn the line in the sand. He has officially directed all supervisory officers, especially those in charge of operations and investigations, to significantly step up their game. His mandate is clear. They must sustain this proactive approach, continuously identify emerging criminal hideouts, dismantle them completely, and ensure that every offender is arrested and brought before a judge. CP Giwa understands that the police cannot be everywhere at the same time, which is why he used this opportunity to reach out to the residents of Enugu State. He is actively urging traditional rulers, community leaders, youth groups, and everyday citizens to partner with the police by providing timely, credible, and actionable information. This brings up a very important discussion about our role as citizens in maintaining security. The criminals who set up these hideouts do not fall from the sky. They live among us. They buy food from our local markets, and their suspicious movements are often noticed by neighbors who choose to look the other way out of fear or apathy. The reality is that when we refuse to report strange gatherings or sudden influxes of unknown persons into abandoned buildings in our communities, we are indirectly allowing insecurity to breed. The Four Corners area is much safer today because someone, somewhere, decided to pass credible intelligence to the crack tactical squad. Imagine how peaceful our entire country would be if every neighborhood adopted this see something, say something approach. The police have promised absolute confidentiality for informants, meaning you can protect your community without putting a target on your own back. The Enugu State Police Command has firmly reiterated its absolute commitment to maintaining law and order, sending a final warning to all criminal elements to either pack their bags and leave the state, completely desist from their unlawful activities, or be prepared to face the full and unforgiving weight of the law.